Hey everybody, welcome back to Silent Hill 2 Remake. We are going to continue our search for Maria now. We have to go back downstairs to the basement. So welcome back to the game. I've been watching a playthrough from someone who's never played the original Silent Hill games before. It's really nice to see someone who's never played the games before react with wonder and awe at some of the things in the game, you know. This may not be the original Silent Hill 2, but so far it's a pretty damn good approximation, so I look forward to seeing how that person responds to some of the more traumatic revelations in the game, if you get what I mean. You know, some of the more gut-wrenching twists. I'm wondering how they're going to react to it. Because the game is so well known at this point that it's pretty hard to find someone who's not played it, but, you know, younger people come along, they're not quite as familiar with retro games, and they get surprises from this and games like the original Resident Evil and stuff. I also found out what was in the missing garage door that we didn't get to open with the jack lever. It's actually a whole bunch of health drinks and bullets and an article on Brookhaven Hospital that is actually quite interesting, so we're gonna have to look that up on our second playthrough the next time we go through that area. If we can't get it now at nighttime, we're gonna have to look it up next time, because it's actually a pretty fascinating read. It's not super critical, but it's a very important memo regarding the status of the hospital, so I want to check it out next time. So we've killed everything so far. It should be safe to proceed. We shouldn't have too much trouble getting over to where Maria is at. I just have to get used to this layout. That's why I keep referring to the map so many times. I'll learn it eventually. How are you all doing? It was a very disappointing Sunday. Another disappointing Sunday with its round of golf. This guy JT Poston won. I kind of dislike him. I don't really hate him the way I do Cantlay or McElroy, but I kind of dislike him. And he's always priced unfairly, so I can never bet him. He was priced way too low this week, and that's why I didn't bet him. And of course, he happened to win. But the frustrating thing was that I literally had 5 guys surrounding this bastard the whole day. Like, goddamn, they were on him the whole step of the way, and not one of them could actually manage to catch up with him. He just cruised to victory with little to no challenge whatsoever. The only guy who even threatened him was a guy named Doug Gim, this younger Asian guy who I also kind of dislike because he largely sucks at golf, so that's why I dislike him. So yeah, it was a mess, but once again, another break-even week on the PGA Tour. I hate those weeks. We just break even. That sucks. I did manage to get a little bit of money out of JT because I kind of hedged the bets, and then I won some small football bets, very small football bets, a little while ago with the Jets versus the Steelers. So I did get some money out of it, but not nearly enough as I wanted. God damn, there's another freaking nurse. Let me make sure there's not a pair of legs accompanying her. Maybe we can ambush her. We're gonna have to wait until she comes back around. See if we can ambush her with the pipe. If not, we got our solution right here. Okay, she's doubling back around. I don't think she sees me at this far length. Yeah, it sucks, man. I hate breaking even. Like, it's obviously better than losing money, but I want to win. God damn, James, what are you doing, you fool? God damn! You know what? Screw this ambush stuff. We're just gonna use the shotgun because this is some bullshit. How the hell did she almost kill me like that? God damn. Did the water give it away? What the fuck happened? Jesus Christ, we're almost dead. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Like, is it really worth it? Well, I guess we have no choice. We have to use the syringe. We have no choice because otherwise we're gonna end up using like 3 health drinks, and we know Pyramid Head's like 2 or 3 rooms away, so we need some help for him. Yeah, I looked it up, and according to the display on the PS5 home screen, we've got like 35 minutes left of Brookhaven Hospital, so we got a long way to go. Like, we actually have quite a bit left of the hospital, so I'm glad I cut it off when I did last time, because I thought we were almost nearly at the end, and no, we actually got almost 40 minutes left of this thing, so it's quite long. I understand why, because you know, it's sickness and hospitals, and that's a big part of James's trauma. You know, that's a major part of it, but damn, is it long. Alright, let's climb another wall as usual. Yeah, I understand the reason for it, but it is a little long. Damn, could you imagine if that pit was open? I mean, if that little ledge there was open above this pit, and when he went to jump down, he just fell down into the void. Game over. Like, Pyramid Head can go retire. His mission is done. Where the hell is she? I know I wanted her gone for a bit, but this is way too long to be searching for her. Where the hell is she? Oh, I'm betting as soon as we touch this, she's gonna appear. Because what else do we have? Okay, so did we come from the ledge? Yeah, we came from the ledge. And what do we have over here? Got the tech room, got an elevator, and another stairwell. Alright, I guess we can touch this. Got the copper ring. Is it bloated like the original? There she is.
James.
Mary.
Where have you been?
Oh. Maria, I thought... Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Oh, here comes.
What do you mean, anyway? I was almost killed back there. I have never been so scared in my whole life. All you care about is that dead wife of yours. You couldn't care less about me, could you?
No, I just...
Then stay with me. Don't leave me alone again. You're supposed to take care of me. So what about Laura? You found her?
Yeah, but she ran away.
What? Well, we have to find her.
Yeah, you really seem to care about that girl. Do you know her?
I'd never met her before. I just feel sorry for her. She's all alone, and I don't know, for some reason I feel like it's up to me to protect her.
She's got big hands too. Didn't notice that before. She sounds so insincere. You can tell she's just acting there. That's one thing. The voice actress for Maria is Mary's not quite as strong as the original one. James is actually pretty much so far. He's the best of the 4. The others are good. Like, Eddie's okay. Laura I like a lot better than her original counterpart that sounded really bratty and just stuck up and very unlikable. So Laura is okay, but so far James is by far the star of this one. He's by far the VIP. So I'm hoping this voice actor if he continues doing a great job, I hope he gets a lot more roles, like the voice actor for Leon did in RE2 remake, where he started off kind of rough, but then once we got used to him, and he really improved his performance, especially in RE4 remake, and now he's getting all sorts of video game roles and stuff. So I'm hoping the same thing happens for this guy, whatever his name is. I saw him in the video, put up behind the scenes stuff, but I don't know what his name is. I'm sure we'll see it at the end in the credits. Actually, we'll definitely see it at the end in the credits. Yeah, so far, the weak link seems to be Maria's voice actor. She's not bad at all. I like a lot of her performance, but then she has a moment or two every so often where, like, you can tell how fake Maria is, you know. Like the original voice actress did a much better job of appearing genuinely frightened and angry, whereas here she seemed like more like she was reciting a line or two. And I don't mean a script, like in then, oh, she's just reciting it from the script. I mean, like, if she's reciting it because the town is telling her to recite it. So unless that was intentional, but I get the feeling the other woman was just a much better voice actress. She's okay so far, but I don't feel quite the connection to her that I did to the original Maria. So that's one little flaw for the game that I've noticed. It's not perfect, like I said before. It's just close to perfect. It's a pretty damn great remake so far, but there are little flaws here and there. There's little stuff that I can pick away at. Just like there's little stuff in RE2 remake that I can pick away at. Honestly, so far the only absolutely perfect remake has been RE1 remake. That remake is practically perfect. That was a 10 out of 10 game when it released. No matter what stupid IGN or GameSpot said, that was a 10 out of 10 game easily. And it's still a 10 out of 10 game, even though people try to say that it's so outdated. It's so outdated and clunky. It's like, bitch, your mom is outdated and clunky. You know, Resident Evil 1 remake still holds up definitely well. Oh, do we have more monsters? I don't think we've been in this. No, we haven't been here because it's completely blank. Oh, I think I saw a mannequin right around the corner. So let's just explore this room first. Yeah, James is doing a very good job. It's a shame he's kind of let down a bit by Maria's performance. But I'm hoping she'll get better towards the end. Especially once a certain important letter gets read fully. That's really her time to shine. Bitch, why are you going ahead of me? You said I'm supposed to protect you. Why are you heading that direction when I'm all the way over here?
What the hell is that?
Acid rain?
Stroll in the rain. I don't
Maria, what are you talking about?
know. I'm trying to keep things light, James. Just
Okay.
Sorry.
See, like that line's not bad. That line's pretty well done. But then she'll have little moments here and there where you can sense like the falseness about her, the insincerity. And I don't know if that's intentional, if that was an intentional choice, or if it's something, you know, if it's just her performance. Oh, also I missed a photo in that door with the jack, the one you have to open at the garage. There's another the secret photo, so we're gonna have to go back and get that. If we can't get it this time, we have to get it next time. They mustn't know. 13. This is also the last video before we have to return to Alone in the Dark for one session, so we've got to make the best of it. So it's probably going to be a long video because we got to try to make the best of this one since we're going back to Alone in the Dark for a day or two. Probably just a day, but it might take me longer to finish the game. You always gotta be armed and look around the corners, because you don't know where they're hiding at. Oh, there's a gigantic fan. Those are always present in Silent Hill in every game, the gigantic fans. Okay, so we got the 5S rooms. And we got the pool. And we gotta head upstairs.
Is that what I think it is?
Alright, here we go. Here's your chance to shine, Maria. Here you go. This is one of the few scenes she actually has where her voice acting can come through. Let's see it. Yeah, James can't lift that heavy thing.
Having trouble there?
Yeah. You think you could give me a hand?
Me? You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help?
Just do it.
Fine.
Okay, so see, she was there. She was good there in that scene.
What's this? Not very cute, is it? Here, why don't you take it?
Thanks.
It's floating. The lead ring. He was less awkward there than he was originally.
So, where to now?
Come on. I think I know where those rings belong.
God damn, that's some rotting meat inside there. See, so she was okay there in that scene. The other one had a little bit more sassiness to her, but she was still good in that scene. It's little bobbles here and there that bother me. Little moments here and there that I'm too used to the old Maria. Let's unlock that. But we actually can't get to that door right away. We actually have to go back and go upstairs to the 3rd floor to collect our prize for the game show. What's this memo? The patients will become the diagnosis scheduled for them. When they'll make recovery, as my aim is always for the entire personnel, especially when their symptoms will become receding with effective treatment. It sounds like the doctor himself has gone insane. The way he's talking, that's not normal. It sounds like he's gone insane too. So I think the doctor's a little loopy. He's left the office at that point. He's no longer reliable. So we opened that door. But we gotta go back up to where the S3 room is at. Oh, we got to the shower room. Do we? How do we get over there? Okay, here we go. We go through this. We go through this section over here. Let's take them one by one. That one's locked. That one's locked. Okay, the elevator, I mean the escalator, the stairway is out of order, so we have to go through that section mandatory. So I'm guessing we take the elevator up to the 3rd floor before we go down to that door. I do like how she flinches when you shine the light directly at her. That's a nice little detail with the character model. They actually react to the light around them. Yeah, there's the elevator. Oh, and here's a safe spot. Let's do a manual save here. We checked all of the stuff already, I believe. And we are at the 1st floor. What's the 2nd floor? 2nd floor. I don't think the elevator can reach the 3rd floor. So I think we're gonna have to go up to the 2nd floor and then make our way over there. Yeah, we can't do the 3rd floor, so we have to go to the 2nd floor and take the stairwell. I wonder if this jacket is going to be sold a lot. Like, I wonder if Konami's going to do a version of that jacket for ladies, because it's actually pretty good looking. It's a nice, decent leather jacket. Or it might be pleather, who knows, the fake leather. Yeah, that's where we have to go, but we don't want to go just yet.
What is that?
Hold on and try to see where we can find this stuff, Maria. That's not where we want to go just yet. Oh. So where does that lead to? I'm guessing it leads to the other side. Because that's locked. We can't reach the 3rd floor on the elevator. I assume that's where the box is at. Unless it was in the basement somewhere, we missed it. Hold on, let me look this up because I want to make sure we get that box. I don't want to leave the hospital without it. And I don't know if opening that door is going to trigger the Pyramid Head cutscene. So, let me look that up. Where's the rewards box? Or game show box, rather. Game show prize. We already know the solution. I just want to see where it is. Oh, the trick or treat box. There we go. Trick or treat box. Like I said, we already know the solution. It's 231. Alright, Eurogamer, tell me where it's at. I just need the location. This is the pharmacy room. So let's see. Let's check the pharmacy room where it's at. So we're on the second floor. There's the first floor. Okay, and where did we go through? Oh, I think we have to, I think we can take the elevator. Can we? Yeah, because we're at that point right there. Yeah, it should be right there. And it is 231. I accidentally saw the solution again, even though I already figured it out, but it is 231. Because I don't remember where Munson Street goes, but it's not the road leading to the cemetery and the other place he mentioned. Oh, there it is right there. There it is. I imagine if you get it wrong, it just spawns a whole bunch of monsters, right? Oh, it still looks the same. Nice. Let's see what it has. It's 231. So 2, 3, and 1. Oh, hell yeah. Got the treasure trove. 3 shotgun shells. 3 shotgun shells. A syringe. And another syringe. Nice. Look at that box. Take a photo of that. Alright, we are officially done here. Now we can actually go back up and use the rings. We're gonna save before that. Nice, we got some health and some bullets. Is there anything down here that's also locked? No, I think we got everything. I think we have everything we need, so... Oh, wait a second. Is there... Let me double check. Nothing there. That area is blocked off by the curtain. We can't go through. The one on the left. We got all the stuff in the director's office. And there's nothing left upstairs. Alright, so we're pretty good. Let's just go put the rings on the hand. We're fine. I wonder if shooting him still works. We're gonna have to pump some bullets into his ass to slow him down. So before we do that, we're gonna save over here. He's probably at the bottom. He's probably at the bottom of the basement. But we're gonna save just in case it triggers a cutscene. You never know. He might chase you downwards this time. He might chase you down the stairwell.
James,
What's wrong?
let's just get out of here, okay?
Oh yeah, she's sensing him. The funny thing is, he only went in there because of Laura. He should have just kept on searching for Mary. Would have been better off. Laura wasn't even in any danger, so... It's funny, the only reason that they even went there, despite all the trauma he has associated with the hospital, was just to search for Laura. It probably would have been fine if he just avoided it. He just continues on his journey as usual. So let's use the lead ring. And let's use a copper ring. The spider ring. Oh yeah, she senses he's nearby. Now in the original you can shoot him. You can shoot him 20 times and that'll slow him down.
I thought you wanted to get out of here.
I know. It's just... something doesn't feel right.
Come on. It's gonna be fine.
Don't take that dirty ass hand, Maria. That hand has been in toilets and shady glory holes. You couldn't give her your left hand, James. You had to give her the dirty, shitty hand that you stuck in dirty toilets. What the hell's wrong with you, you mofo? So this James is slightly less weirder than the original ones, but there's still something off about him, you know? You don't give a person you're trying to help a toilet hand. That's just not something you do. It is done. Sick no more. ominous note. Oh, there's a safe spot right here. Nice. Right in the doorway. Where is she? Oh, here she is. Let's save again, even though we just saved a couple minutes ago. We cannot open that door. What are you doing, Maria? Get over here. Alright, so we have 49 handgun bullets plus 10. And we have 15 shotgun shells plus 6. We cannot use the shotgun because that'll probably kill her. So I think we have to use the handgun to slow him down. Gonna give it a shot. Come on, Maria, get in front of me. You said you were worried, right? Then you go first. I'll back you up. Where's she going? Get down here. Can we run backwards? Let's see. Oh, we can. It's so janky looking, but we can. We're gonna try the usual. We're gonna try 10 bullets on them first and see if they have any effect. Oh, I know you can quick turn too. How do we quick turn? I already forgot. Is it the dodge button? Let's see. No, that's just dodging. Oh, is it L3? It might be L3. Oh no, it's R1. That's how you quick turn. Okay, there we go. There's the autosave. I wonder what point he appears. Usually there's a point at which once you get like halfway in the first corridor, that's when he appears from behind. Is it the turn over here? Oh, here he comes.
Run!
Oh, he can run. He's hauling ass now. Oh, we don't have to shoot him. Nice, we can just run for it. Run your ass, James. Before he pounds it. God damn. You son of a bitch. You damn dirty ape. Maria, why are you running slow motion? Really? Really, woman? You trip on your own heel? Damn. Bye-bye, Maria. She sounded a lot more panicked than the original. There she was kinda just stunned. James, you had a gun though, you could've just shot him. Shot right next to her. Oh nice, they brought back the original tune. It's slightly different, but it's still the same one. I wonder if the floor is going to be converted into that weird walkway they did in the original. Alone again. Well, it's not that bad. We barely knew her. She was mainly an annoyance anyway. Our real goal is to find our woman, not this creepy clone of her. Okay, so it's still decayed. It's not converted. Because I always found that weird. Like, the way the floor shifted in the original, it shifted into like this type of metallic, like, walkway. And there's no real reason for it at all. So I always found that kind of odd. I don't think even the Lost Memories book that they put out mentioned why they did that. It was just some weird artistic choice. Almost looked like some type of motorized walkway, but it just there was never any rhyme or reason for it. You know, not everything has some deep meaning in Silent Hill. Some things are just creator's choice. Let's loot some more. Damn, Pyramid Head was running. He could actually haul ass. Before he kind of just power walked like Michael Myers. Now he was actually running. It's always weird to see a character like that who never runs actually break out into a sprint. I imagine it'll be like seeing RoboCop break out into a sprint. If you're a criminal, that's when you start to panic, when you see RoboCop run. Because you know you're fucked if he catches up to you. You are boned if RoboCop gets his hands on you. Same thing here. You know shit's about to get real when Pyramid Head breaks out into a run. Cause that means he is coming for that ass. There's a wheelchair. This is gonna stay the Nightmare World. Pretty much. Really? It's not gonna change back? At least it's clear of enemies now. Well, we tried our best to save her. She just slowed down in slow motion like she wanted to get caught and tripped over her own heel. What are you gonna do, James? What are you gonna do? We tried our best. You can't blame us for that. God damn, we are 13 hours and 24 minutes into this game. That's almost double the length of the original Silent Hill 2 game. And we're just out of the hospital. Oh, and it's a downpour. That means we're gonna get nice and wet. Yeah, so this is a long ass game, but I like that. You know, I'd say 20, 22 hours is probably the upper limit I can have for a survival horror game. You don't really want to have a survival horror game, either Resident Evil or Silent Hill, that lasts 40 hours. Like those knuckleheads on the internet be demanding on Twitter. Oh, a game is too short. It's too short. It's gotta be longer, man. We gotta get an hour of gameplay for every dollar we pay. So they wanna play a 70-hour game, whether it's mediocre or not, just so they can get their money's worth. That is absolutely stupid. I've never understood that line of thinking, that you'd rather prefer a game be bloated with a whole bunch of crap that doesn't matter, stuff that you don't even like, just so you can say, oh, it's 70 hours long and that's worth my money. No. If the game is good enough, it's worth your money regardless of the length, you know? Maybe not full price, but at the very least, I don't know, 50, 40, 60, like, the content matters more than the length. There are plenty of games that are long as hell and are just completely over bloated with worthless crap that you don't enjoy doing. That's worse than having a shorter game that's very good, like RE2 Remake. The potential for this illness exists in all people, and under the right circumstances, any man or woman will be driven like him to the other side. The other side perhaps may not be the best way to phrase it. After all, there is no wall between here and there. It lies on the borders where reality and unreality intersect. It is a place both close and distant. It is the Twilight Zone. Some say it isn't even an illness. I cannot agree with them. I'm a doctor, not a philosopher or even a psychiatrist, unlike the director. But sometimes I have to ask myself this question. It's true that to us, his imaginings are nothing but the inventions of a busy mind, but to him there is simply no other reality. Furthermore, he is happy there. So why, I ask myself, why in the name of healing must we drag him painfully into the world of our own reality? Well, the joke's on you, because there is actually a whole other freaking dimension occupying the same space as this town. It's not just imagining, it's actually real. And it looks like the patients were shifting into it. There goes Laura, without an umbrella or a raincoat. You'd think she'd have grabbed some random rag or something to cover herself with instead of just running straight into the rain. Really, Laura? Just gonna run straight into that downpour, with the cold wind and everything. Even though there's no medicine you could take if you come down with something in this abandoned, awful town. Seriously, just rip off a curtain or something and use that to cover yourself. Why are you gonna run headfirst into the rain? That girl is not right. She's not right at all. She may be innocent and not seeing the monsters, but she's not right in the head either. Nobody who comes to this town is. Except Alessa. She was probably the one person who truly understood what was going on. Also, do we no longer get the wrench? Got the hospital entrance key. Yeah, we got a wrench before. Is that it? That's all we get? So how do we open up the Historical Society? I know we have to go back to Bar Neely's to see the message there. I guess that's where they hide it? Yeah, because otherwise, how are we going to open up the Historical Society? Unless it's already open for us? I also missed having the Book of Silent Hill history sitting on here on the desk. It didn't really say anything. You couldn't open it up and read it or anything, but it was a nice touch. That even there somebody was concerned with the history of the town. He also didn't get the letter warning him to stop. Or is that going to be wherever we find the wrench? Let's just get out of here. We'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, this looks ominous. So long, Brookhaven Hospital. Brookhaven Hospital. It's quiet now, but we know that's going to change. Oh, look at them. They're already over there. Those bitches. Look at, here's this dumbass over here. Yeah, you don't get a chance to do that, fool. I'm onto your tricks now. Looks like the ground has been completely destroyed. Okay, so we got that one doofus over here. Where's the other one? I'm guessing we have to go over there to that ambulance, right? I guess. Is there any extra ammo we can pick up? You know, before we go over there and get our ass kicked. Oh. Nope. You don't pull that shit. I'm on to you. I don't think we have to kick them 5 times here because they're just we're gonna leave them behind as we go throughout the town, so I don't think we actually have to finish them off here. We can just afford to run. Just knock them down and run. See if we can ambush that nurse. Is there a roach? There is a roach. Let's switch out the flashlight because that'll alert them. So it might get dark for a moment. Just a moment. Oh, I thought that was the same one we killed before. That was his brother. Let's ambush this one. God damn it. We should have run for it. Here we go, let's loot the ambulance. Nothing in the box, but we got a health drink. Oh, we got another syringe, nice. What else is here? I don't think we can reach that, James. It's nice how even the ambulance changed. It got all rusted and decayed, like the Otherworld. Oh, her legs are up in the air. Look at that. That's janky. Look at that. I think that is it for this section. Yeah, we gotta go down Rendell Street. And I'm guessing we gotta get back to Bar Neely's eventually, so you can read the message for our ending that we really want. You know, we want that ending, not the more positive one. We want that one. Hey, we broke 50 windows. Shattered. Yep, that was the one for breaking 50 windows. I thought it was 50 windows in the buildings, but no, it looks like it can be any old window, even the car ones. What was with that musical sting? Is Pyramid Head gonna be hunting us on the street? Oh. Can we run? We can. Let's get out of sight. Is she gonna see us? God damn it. Wonder if we can go around her. Go so far away that she doesn't see us. Ah, god damn, she's just gonna pursue us. James, just ignore. Just let it go. James, just let it go. There's no point. Just let it go. God damn! Oh, we see it. It's under the... Here it is. That's blocked off. Yeah, the streets are infested now. Can we go in here? Nope. I thought maybe we had to pull that dirty ass dumpster and use it to climb someplace. Ooh. God damn, freaking legs. I should have known there was one in there. I didn't see it because it didn't set off the radio. And it was right over here in the corner waiting for us. God damn. Okay, so there's where... I think that's where we have to go. And of course there's no health. 0. Okay, so now we gotta mark that, let's see. Yeah, that's gonna put us on into Rendell Street. I guess we break it. Yeah, there's a door right there. Oh, it's a safe spot. Really? Oh, come on. You really gonna do that shit? We're gonna have to. You're gonna make us walk all the way over here. God damn. So now we missed whatever was over there. Can we go back and load an autosave? Let's see. Oh, that was a long way back. Shit. God damn it. That was a freaking long way back. Oh, that's bullshit. Well, I guess we missed out on whatever was over there. If there's nowhere to go. Stupid ass mannequin. God damn it. It was all your fault. Yeah, that sucks because the autosave is 3 minutes back. It's gonna put us all the way over here. Like I'm sure the Cat Street area was probably blocked off, but there might have been some more items over there that we could find. Oh yeah, there's Laura right over there. We see her. Can we shoot her from this distance? I guess. I mean, we are going to play the game 2 more times, but I wanted to get what was over there now. You know, I wanted to see what was over there.
Laura, stop! It's dangerous!
God damn, come on. Of course she... So are they always accompanied by legs now? They're double teaming you? Really? Come here, Roach. You're gonna pay for that. Alright, at least we got back some of our handgun bullets that we wasted there unnecessarily. I don't like the random noises that are just showing up everywhere. It's also interesting because we're seeing the town decayed instead of seeing the normal just nighttime area of the town, which is what we saw in the original one. You know what, I got some from the next nurse that dares to stick her head in our business there. We're done playing around. We're just gonna blast it with the shotgun. We got 16 bullets. We can handle it. Oh, you think we might be able to go back? Or it's probably gonna be blocked off, right? Oh. That's not good. If only we could just ambush one. She has her back turned. Let's go. Hit her, James. Yeah, when we go dark like that, it's because I'm trying to ambush an enemy. So that's why I'll turn it on momentarily. I just want to ambush that particular enemy. Does she see us or not? Her head is twitching, but I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means she detects us or... Alright, she doesn't. Let's smack her. Smack her right now. God damn, James, you moron! There you go. There's your reward. Bitch. By the way, something I haven't addressed in the previous videos. I know the mannequin legs are all female. I know that. It's just easier to refer to them as him, because that's how I think of most enemies in survival horror games, you know, male. But I know for a fact that they are female, so just, you know, in case anyone notices, I do know that the mannequin legs are all female. I know that already. I've known that since the very first Silent Hill 2, way back on the PS2 in 2001, so I do know that. I just, it just slips in my mind and I end up calling them him nonetheless. But I do know that they are female, so you don't have to remind me of that. Here comes this bastard. He's surrounded by toxic gas. Because I'm sure there's going to be some people wondering, why is he calling it him? I do know that they are female. You don't have to remind me. It's just a slip of the word. Where's that damn roach? Here it is. Give me that health drink. Okay, so far it's not too bad, because the original compared to this one was really full of enemies at this point. They were everywhere. Nurses, mannequins, patient demons, roaches, they were everywhere. Maybe not so much the roaches, but definitely the other ones. But the more expansive streets let you avoid them easily, so it's not too bad so far. Lakeside Diner. Thought that was a nurse over there. That's a fire hydrant. Thought we could see a nurse wandering all the way from over here. We have not visited this part of the town before, the Lakeside Diner. I don't even know if it existed on the original map. Probably not, right? We're not wasting any time. Come here. Oh, I see him. I see him on the ground. You do not get away. Okay, so we looted the diner. Doesn't look like there's anything more to find here. What other games have you been playing recently? I gotta get back to playing Astrobot. I really want to hunt down those extra regular robots that are still left in the game. Plus they added 10 additional ones via DLC or like a patch. God damn, freaking mannequin. Listen, mannequin of horror, you sit your ass back down. They are so silent, I can't even see them. Or hear them coming. Like I said, they added 10 additional robots with the speed racing levels in Astrobot, so I gotta go find those. But before that, I also have to finish Alone in the Dark, because we're almost at the end. I had to work my way back from that fatal glitch with the bright light, but I'm almost at the exact point where I left off with Emily, so I gotta finish the game. I already know what's gonna happen at the end, but I still want to comment on how different her ending might be to Edward's. Even though I've already seen the final boss and how you kill it. Thanks to that streamer I was watching. Man, it sucks I couldn't win anything from golf this weekend. That's like 3 weeks in a row I have the runner-up and not the winner. A ton of runner-ups. Like I said, I literally had the guy surrounded by 5 guys, and you want to know how they finished? Doug Gim finished in second. I didn't like him. I only bet him with some bonus money I had just to break even, so it would have made little difference if he'd won, but he finished second. And then 2 of my guys finished tied for third. 3 of them finished tied for fifth after them. And then like the other guy finished like 2 spots down. They were all there on the top 10 of the board, and not one of those bastards could manage to offer JT posting a challenge. It was pretty bad. It was disgusting. Not one of you guys could muster up the balls to challenge this man on a fairly easy course. Really? Really? There were 5 of them. How does that happen? How do you have 5 of the top 10 and not one of them ever had a real chance to win? That's insane. But that's golf betting for you. It is fucking insane. Oh, I see her. I see her ass. I think the key is you can't run for too long a distance or else they'll hear you. So you... Oh, come on. He would be over here, wouldn't he? He would be over here. Messing around. Yeah, let's get out of that acid pool, James. That's not good for your health. Seriously, he would be over there. Damn, if she had her back turned and everything too, we could have ambushed her right there. Not for that jackass. This game doesn't really have stealth, but we're trying our hardest to be stealthy, aren't we? Let's see if she turns her back on us. Are you coming? I think she says since I'm here, that's why she's not doing it. But I wonder, can we go around her? Let's see. Can we go around her from... Oh, no. Damn it. The school bus is blocking the path and we can't... We, can't crawl under it. Also, goddamn, that is a very long school bus. That's way longer than the ones we have here in Philadelphia. I've never seen a school bus that long. It's almost like a semi-truck. Oh, there's a health drink in it. See if we can pull this off. James, you freak. God damn, James. Really? Oh, that was disgraceful. Frickin' doofus. He runs up on her, and I press the attack button, and he ends up giving her just a regular ass side swipe instead of the fatal blow. Like, what the hell, James? Dumbass. That's where I ran in the first place, so he would just charge at her and hit him with that overhead blow from behind, and no, he just hit her with a regular side swipe and disturbed. You fucking asshole. God damn, they are just hitting under every truck and car, aren't they? They're everywhere. Look at him, he was hiding right over here. The good thing is, at least we know their positions for the hard difficulty. You know, we know where all the enemy placements are. But god damn, they just keep ambushing us left and right. We can't get away from them. There doesn't seem to be one under there. Also want to do Metal Gear and Soul Reaver, but I gotta find the time for it. Especially Soul Reaver because the remaster's coming out in December. So I want to make sure to do the fan remaster before that, because the fan remaster is actually pretty damn good. So I want to do the fan remaster for that. I probably won't play Soul Reaver 2 just because the PC version for that doesn't really work as well as the PS1 version. Like the first game works fine on PC, but the second one has its issues, so I probably won't do that one. I'll just wait for the remaster. But we're already almost into November, so between doing the first Soul Reaver and then doing Metal Gear, that should buy us enough time to do Soul Reaver 2 when it comes out as remastered. But yeah, that one has some issues. From a distance, I thought that was a man right there. I thought that was a man outlined on the door. I was about to ask, who is that? But it's not a man, it's just plain rust. It's rust in the shape of a human being. Yeah, so I probably won't do Soul Reaver 2 just because it's too problematic to run, and the PS2 version looks pretty good, but then I'd have to use OBS, which I hate using, and I'd have to recalibrate the screen and like cut off a piece of it, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff that you have to do to make PS2 games look good on that software, which I really don't want to do considering the game is going to come out in December. It's going to be remastered, so I'd rather just do the first Soul Reaver with the fan patch, play that, and then just wait for December to do Soul Reaver 2. Sounds like the best option, especially because I really want to see how good Razio and company look in the new graphics. Like 1's still gonna look kind of rough because they can only do so much with PS1 graphics, but 2 is probably gonna look gorgeous because those are they can only do so much with PS1 graphics for the first game. But Soul Reaver 2 is PS2, so that thing's probably gonna look gorgeous when they're done remastering. I'm greatly looking forward to it. Some people say it's looking too cartoony or cartoonish, but the thing is, the first Soul Reaver sequel always had that cartoony look about it. That was one of the things that was kind of odd when I first played them, but you get used to it pretty quick. It always had that cartoonish look to it, always. If you go back and play it, that's exactly what it looks like. So you gotta remember the story is more important than the graphics in that situation. It's one of those games where the story is what matters, not how good it looks. Even though it looks gorgeous, it looked great on the original PS2, and it still looks great now. Based on the few screens we've seen from the remaster, it still looks great, but it's the story that matters, not the pretty, beautiful graphics. So I look forward to playing it. And also getting the trophies. I wonder what trophies are going to come out with it. I wonder if there's going to be trophies for like finding all the Easter eggs and hitting stuff in Soul Reaver 1. 2 doesn't really have any hidden stuff. It's just a direct story path from A to B, with minor deviations. But 1 has a lot of hidden stuff, like Napraptor's Lair from Blood Omen. I'm 99%, if not 100% positive, there's going to be a trophy for finding Napraptor's Lair in the desolated part of the game area where you find the giant skull. It's the giant skull that he had in his fortress, and it looks kind of odd because it doesn't really look like the one he had. It has a crown. His didn't have a crown in Blood Omen, but it was still a nice touch by Crystal Dynamics back at the time when they did that game. You know, obviously they...
Laura, please, wait!
God damn it, Laura, can you just stand your little ass still? I wonder if she saw Maria or not. That's the question I've always wondered about. Does Laura see Maria or not? Because we don't really get any hints either way, and James never brings her up, so I've always wondered if she can see her or not. I wonder if they're gonna answer that question. God damn, it literally looks like the door to the labyrinth from Hellraiser. That's what I keep thinking of. This is a very Hellraiser inspired game. And we know what's down here. We know what's down here, so let's ready our gun. Look at that. James's leg is twitching. He's already nervous about what's here. He knows what's down here. They're on the ground. So let's figure out where we need to go. We need to go straight and then make a left. Oh, here they come. The hangers. The hanged men. I think they're called mandarins or something like that. Is there a different path? Oh, I guess they changed the map. Yeah, I guess they changed the map. I just want to see if there's anything that we missed. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we can just proceed. Further along, let's go. They're not really difficult to dodge. You just have to like run from side to side, and there's only one so far. I'm sure there's gonna be more on the harder difficulty, but there's only one so far. Okay, and we're back in the street, so they made it shorter. Slightly shorter. Like I said, I'm sure there's gonna be 2 or 3 of them on the harder difficulty. That's only because we're playing on normal mode that they made it shorter.
Laura?
I mean, it's still gonna be as short, but there's gonna be more enemies. Less dangerous. I mean, they made it less dangerous. As always, let's peek inside first before we go fully in here. At least we're getting tons of ammo to make up for all the one we wasted early on. Oh, here it is. This is what we got in the hospital in the original version. They moved it over here. Nice. He who is not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss is not bold enough to stare into it himself. The truth can only be learned by marching forward. Follow the map. There's a letter and a wrench. Yeah, those are words that fit Batman pretty well. He stares into the abyss every night, and sometimes he does blink. Even though he had that moment in the Crisis on Two Earths where he told his counterpart Owlman that the difference between them was he said the difference between you and me is that we both stare at the abyss every night, but you blinked. But the funny thing is, Bruce Wayne has also blinked on a number of occasions too, so he's not quite as capable of handling the abyss as he thinks he is, you know. Which is why people like Superman and Green Lantern sometimes see through him. They see past the tough facade he tries to put on and actually see the real man. Especially Green Lantern, who I don't know if it was Booster Gold or somebody else who said that he told him outright in a comic to his face that Hal was the only one who wasn't buying what he was selling. He saw right through Batman. And he did. Because as a Green Lantern, he's basically the equivalent of a space cop, so he's seen far worse than Bruce. And far more intimidating than just Bruce. So that doesn't faze him the way it does some of the other heroes who are still unsettled. Even though they know Batman's part of his team, they're still unsettled by him, but not Hal. Hal actually doesn't fear him at all. He should probably, but he doesn't. Come here. Okay, that one is not a toxic one. You gotta be careful. That one is not full of toxic waste. Like Jason in Part 8 of Friday the 13th. When he got dunked with the mysterious toxic waste that flows underneath New York City every night. Where did they pull that detail out of? By the way, I can tell you for a fact there are a lot of buildings in North Philadelphia and West Philadelphia that do look exactly like this. Even though we haven't had any type of apocalypse, no natural disaster, no earthquake. Except for one like a year and a half ago in Auburn, New Jersey, but no earthquake, no nothing. And I can tell you there are several buildings that definitely look like this. They look exactly like this, broken down and decayed, and nobody ever fixes them. And it's sad to see, but that's the way it is. If you take specifically the 25 bus for SEPTA to go to Aramingo Avenue and Castor Avenue, which is there where there's a hell of a lot of retail stores there. But if you take that bus on the way from the terminal to where all the retail shops are, you will see a lot of houses and buildings exactly like this on the path to the retail center. You will. The same thing if you take the L subway, because it's elevated before we get to like 2nd Street. That's the first underground street. Sorry, that's the first underground stop. But before that, the train is elevated. If you take it all the way down, you will see buildings like this as you get deeper into North Philly. You will see those buildings completely devastated like this, and nobody cares to fix them up. Nobody. And it's one of those things where it doesn't even matter who's in charge. They've just never fixed them up, period. Doesn't matter who's in charge, what party, what person is. Like, we've had like one mayor or two over like 50 years seriously attempt to fix all that stuff. I mean, actually make genuine attempts to fix it, and they never got anywhere either. It was just too hard. People don't care. And apathy will kill you. There we go. Okay, so we gotta shoot at both legs. It's not enough to shoot at one. You gotta shoot at both of them. That makes them kneel down, and that's how you get the drop on them. Okay, so there's a letter and a wrench. And where did he say it is? Oh, it's on Martin Street. So we gotta go down Bar Neely. There it is. Gotta go down Neely Street. Pop into the bar first. Oh, there's Happy Burger. Never mind. We can get extra supplies at Happy Burger. Okay, so I'm wondering, running up on them is not doing the job so far. They're just completely anticipating me and ignoring me. So I wonder. Oh, she already. God damn. She already saw me. I was about to say, I'm wondering if I could just walk up next to her. Like over here. Can we just walk up on her, or is the water gonna give us away? Let's see if we can pull this off. Come on, James, you're the man. You're a stealth master. Let's do it. God damn it. We could not do it. Get away from me, Roach. We failed our stealth mission. We could not do it. We're no Solid Snake. Henry could have probably done it because nobody hears him coming, but we failed. Here comes this bitch too. Okay, so if you shoot at the legs, it's not that bad. We actually can get away with just shooting at the legs, making them kneel down, and that's how we pick them off. Oh, those are leaves. I thought those were moths over there, just lying dead on the surface of the truck. I thought those were moths. I was about to say, those are some big ass moths. I think we have a spitter enemy. I do wonder what this looks like in high quality, but I'm not going to test it because we're going to do a whole playthrough just for quality mode, just to see what it's like. Oh, I just realized this is what they meant by you can't access the supermarket anymore, because we're not in the normal world. We're in the... It's not like the original where you're just going through the town at night. We're in the Otherworld, which means, yeah, we're blocked off from the supermarket. That sucks. So if you don't get that during your first playthrough before you go into the apartment building, you never get it at all. You're just you're blocked off. It's over. So that's what they meant. I thought we would be returning here at night, but we're actually in the Otherworld, which means we literally can't access that area anymore. We're stuck. Oh, we see your god damn freaking roach. Yeah, you skittle away, coward. Well, it's one of those guys. Let's just shoot him in the legs. God damn. God damn, how does he have so much reach? Here you go. You damn troublesome bug. You were the one who caused this mess in the first place. James, we are not doing so well right now. We're kind of getting our ass kicked. Just a bit. Just a tad. We're kind of getting our booty clapped. Just a tad. Because they've laid out so many traps for us and we fall headfirst into every single one of them. We just can't help ourselves. So we're not doing great right now, James. Gotta pick up the pace. It's a mannequin, isn't it? That's probably right next to the corner. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, you got rid of the bug. You cut that out. That one sounded almost human. It was a bit unsettling. God damn! God, they're just coordinating the hell out of those efforts. They're working together in teams, which we never saw with the original enemies. They were strictly solo attackers. They never worked together in pairs at all. These guys are just planning. They will literally set traps for you to use. I mean, traps for you to fall into. Queen special. Got fries. Oh yeah, because I remembering Silent Hill 1 they had Queen Burger. Look at that, they even ripped off the Burger King logo. Look at these prices. $2.99 for a runner, $2.99 cheesy, crunch, crispy beef. They got a lot of burger options. I'd love it if a real life burger restaurant was transformed into like a Happy Burger for one single day. Or even maybe like one single week just to honor Silent Hill. I'd love that. I'd eat at a Happy Burger easily. Like they did for the, I think it was the 7-Elevens, they transformed them into Quickie Marts for the Simpsons movie to promote the movie. I'd love it if they would do that for a game like Silent Hill. They even did it for like Resident Evil 7, even though it didn't really work out that well. It caused some controversy over in England when they transformed this butcher shop into like a real life Resident Evil inspired butcher shop, and they were selling like stuff labeled like man meat and stuff like that. They were pretending it was like some cannibalistic shop, which one didn't really fit the theme because nobody understood what that had to do with viruses and zombies. Actually, I think it was Resident Evil 6. Never mind, I think it was 6. That was why nobody understood it, because if it had been 7, the cannibalism theme would have been right there. So I think it was Resident Evil 6. Nobody understood what it had to do with that. And also people found it offensive, so they had to take it down because it was in England. But yeah, they transformed it to like Wesker & Sons Ye Old Butchery Shop or something like that. They took a regular butcher shop and just transformed it into like a special Wesker and Resident Evil themed butcher shop. But even though it didn't work out, that was still kind of cool. It's still kind of cool to go back and read about that or listen to a video on it. You know, it's kind of cool. Who is in there? Oh, it's a roach. At least there's no goddamn mannequins in this one. It doesn't look like there's much of anything in this one. Oh, there's a wall. Before we go in there, since I might trigger who the hell knows what, let's go over here and check out the whole message first. Just in case we get stuck here again. We fell for it the first time. We're not taking any chances this time. So let's go visit Barneely's first. We know we're not gonna go into a different area until we get the wrench, so let's kill this guy too. No roaches allowed to roam free over here. This is a no roach zone. No roaming roaches in this place. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Do we have the other message? Oh yeah, there it is right there. We see it. We can also save over here. Let's save. That way if we cause something unfortunate by going into that crack in the wall over there, we can just reload. 14 hours, god damn. We're not even, well, I guess we're like halfway done. But that's a hell of a long time for a Silent Hill game. Here it is. Oh, and it's playing the music too. I kind of like how they've made it into James and Mary's theme, the Vermont Mystic Air. Shows a real creative touch. If you really want to see Mary, you should just die, but you might be heading to a different place to marry, James. And it's capitalized to put some emphasis on him. There's some oomph in that statement right there. Yeah, we know where we're heading, straight to hell. That's not news for us. We know we're heading there. These bullets. One shotgun shell, that's all we get. One. Oh, we're getting to explore more of the bar. That's nice. That's locked. I just saw a roach pass by there. Oh, a roach and a weird guy. Okay, so that's our exit. That's how we leave this place. You're gonna stick your hand in that toilet too, James? We could use this as a spear if we got creative. Yeah, so we're not gonna touch that yet. That's our cue to leave. That's how we get out of this dump. So we're gonna go over here first. Let's go check out that crack in the wall. And if it goes bad, we can always reload. I want to make it at least to the Historical Society. How many of them are there in there? I see the mannequin. But there's someone else in there. Is it a nurse? I think it might be a nurse. God damn. Those little roaches are annoying as hell. They basically bite at your ankles or your boots while you're trying to take down the enemies. So you're getting pounded by these two and you're also taking a beating from the roach too. God damn. Let's use this range. We got 14 of them. That was as close to death as we've been to in quite a while. We almost died there. Listen, Roach. You're gonna stop causing trouble. Damn, so we collected 2 shotgun shells after we had to use 2 shotgun shells. Look at that bastard trying to be clever there, like we don't see his ass lying underneath the truck. We see you. Oh, come on. We're just causing a bloodbath of enemies, but they attack us first, so they had us coming. They had it coming. We're only defending ourselves. We're not a monster. Not yet. Alright, I guess at least we got 3 bullets for it. I guess. Oh, look at this rusted truck. That is some serious rust on that. This looks like an area we could climb into. Oh yeah, there's the dumpster right there, so I guess we could have climbed into this earlier. Too bad we can't climb back out and go get whatever we missed in that section. Yeah, I don't see anything that we can move. There's nothing we can move over there, so we can climb in, but we can't climb back out. And I'm guessing you would bust down the wall over here, and that's how you get to that area. If you're coming from that angle for the street, that's how you get to it. But we can't go back, so let's go back through Barney's again. Yeah, I want to reach the Historical Society at least. And now that we know we're in the Otherworld, there's probably no point in going back to Rosewater Park, because we're not going to be able to do anything there. Is that the courthouse? I wonder if there's anything inside there. It's a roach. I like how they float down. They're almost like a defying gravity almost. Like they're flying. So that is the courthouse. I wonder if we can go in there. We've only gone into one courthouse, and I think it was the one in Silent Hill Origins. We see you, bitch. We cannot go into the courthouse. It is blocked off. That's too bad. I want to see what documents they would have in there. Oh, that's the post office. That's not the courthouse. That's the post office. Looking hella deteriorated. Just like the regular real life postal service. It's on its last legs right now. After it's been starved by politicians and completely mismanaged intentionally by some very bad people, it's on its last legs. Plus mailmen who steal stuff and refuse to apologize for it. Yeah, let's... Goddamn roach! Is he dead? Okay, so this wasn't one of the toxic ones. It was just a regular Otherworld spitter. Or lying figure, as they call it. Of course I'd fall for that. There's one hidden under there. You see it there? Underneath the car? Look at it, it's right there. I do kind of miss the town ambience a little. It's kind of silent right now. I miss that weird fog sounding noise. Oh, is that just rust? I thought it was an enemy, but it might just be regular rust. Okay, it is just regular rust. Never mind. I thought it was an enemy hidden there. Got more bullets. Oh, a shotgun shell. One lousy shell. Somebody raised an interesting question on the playthrough I'm watching, and I think it's a good one. Do you prefer larger ammo drops, but then there's fewer of them in the game, so you have to spread them out over time, or do you prefer like smaller ammo drops, but they're pretty much everywhere, and they both amount to the same number of bullets in the end? But which one do you prefer, larger ammo drops or smaller ammo drops? I kind of prefer the larger ones, just because one, it does feel more survival horror, like that streamer said, but also because it makes it feel like you have to spread it across a large section of the game. Like one box has to last you for a long time, or two boxes have to last you for a very long time in that section of the game. But also it makes it feel less ridiculous, because it's kind of ridiculous that we know these boxes in real life, and even standard for other games, carry like 8 or 10 bullets or shells, and then you'll be picking up here boxes with like one single bullet in it, one lone shell, or one lone handgun bullet in the entire box. That's kind of ridiculous in my opinion. It's kind of goofy, you know, to pick up this huge ass ammo box and there's only one single bullet inside of it. So I think having fewer drops, but then they each have 10 or 8 bullets or 12, whatever, is a preferable option, because it makes it look slightly less ridiculous, you know. You don't have one single box or shell, I mean, yeah, one single bullet or shell in an entire box. But then also it makes you think strategically, because you have to go out of your way to hunt down the ammo drops, and you know, if you mismanage your inventory, you could quickly find yourself out of ammo. So compared to how they're giving you sometimes ammo pretty much at every opportunity, you don't really find yourself lacking in ammo. You don't have to spend quite as much time managing it, because you're using as you go along. So I think I prefer the larger ammo drops that are fewer in number, spread out over the course of the game. That's just me. I don't know, which one do you guys prefer? That's just me, but I can also see the argument for having them spread out the way this is, so that it doesn't frustrate the player. But then again, it is called survival horror. You know, you're supposed to survive, not just kill everything in your path. We're not freaking Chris Redfield punching boulders, you know. Even other Resident Evil characters aren't Chris Redfield punching boulders. You know, they actually have some vulnerabilities. You know, they're not all Supermen. Even Leon, who acts like a Superman sometimes, isn't invincible. I mean, we all remember the one scene both in the original and the remake where he took that one kick at Torres Mendez, and Mendez just threw him against the wall and knocked him unconscious. And the whole saga of trying to remove the parasite stemmed from that one cutscene where he got knocked out like an idiot, instead of just pulling out his gun and shooting at Mendez. He tried to kung fu him. He tried to take him down in hand-to-hand combat, and Mendez is easily like 6'7" or 7 foot and like 300, 400 pounds. You do not approach a man like that with a spin kick, Leon, no matter who you are, unless you're 7 feet, 300, 400 pounds yourself. But if you were, you'd be too conspicuous. So that was just stupid on his part. But again, it showed like he's still vulnerable. He's not a Superman. Like the only real Superman in the Resident Evil series is Chris, who's basically like Bane for the BSAA. That's pretty much what he is. He's Bane. Right down to even the steroids prompting his unnatural growth. He is totally freaking Bane. I wonder what's in those health drinks. or I'm sorry, nutrition drinks that James is downing pretty much every other 5 minutes because he keeps getting attacked. What's in there? Is it alcohol? Is it like a energy drink? Really? Really, bitch? You're really gonna do this? You just couldn't wait for me to get back out there, could you? You just had to do that. Yeah, even other RE characters aren't Chris Redfield. I mean, Lord knows Jill Valentine is not invincible. Jill's not invincible, neither is Claire. Or Rebecca or Barry, so that Superman meme primarily applies to Chris and his boulder punching ways. We are missing. God damn, fucking mannequin. God damn, look at that. We just finished using the health drink and we're already in fucking danger mode. Thanks to these two doofuses. God damn. Holy shit, we just got railed there. They just destroyed us. Is that a ringing phone? It is a ringing phone. It's gotta be Mary calling us. Gotta go answer our dead wife. Be there in a minute, Mary. Let me just finish looting the rest of this laundry mat. This decrepit ass laundry. Where did the clothes go? They were here. The dirty clothes. I thought you were gonna have to wash them with like a detergent or something. They just disappeared. Alright, we're coming, Mary. Slowly but surely. We're getting over there. Eventually. That's locked. We gotta go through the window. Is it gonna be like the ringing phone in Silent Hill 3 when you pick it up and nobody answers in the subway? I know what's gonna happen though. She's gonna tell us to go to the door that opens in nightmares, or the door that opens in darkness. That's where we have to go, but we gotta go pick up the wrench first. Otherwise, we can't do anything. All right, Mary, what do you want? Hope it's not the trick-or-treat guy again.
Hello? Anyone there?
Damn, there's no one there. That has to be Mary calling him right. Oh, did we get something? I was about to say she's calling to tell him, for the love of God, James, don't go any further. Get out now. But no. Oh, it's this guy, the guy with the wrench. Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. You should know. The key is in the park at the feet of the praying woman. The wrench will open the gate. The key will let loose the abyss. He doesn't have the other part of the letter where he says, if you still do not wish to stop James, I pray to God to have mercy on your eternal soul. He doesn't have that part. Maybe we'll get it when we get the wrench. There's a wrench. Also, it was the payphone that gave us the wrench. I thought we were gonna find it on the porch of the house. We are gonna make it to the historical society, guys. We're gonna be half dead, but we are gonna make it there. It won't be long now. Any minute now, we'll get over to the historical society. Any minute now. I see pizza boxes. Eddie's been here eating pizza throughout the whole town. T's Italian restaurant. This town is full of pizza. How can you sit there and eat monsters? Can you imagine what a Silent Hill for somebody who's afraid of pizza would look like? That would be one weird ass town. If somebody's mortal fear was pizza. What do you think that would look like? A giant... Everything would be made out of dough? It would just be doughy all around with like tomato juice or tomato sauce taking the place of like the blood. Drug hotline. No thanks, we need some drugs right now to get us through this hell. We don't want an anti-drug message. We want drugs right now to get us through this hellhole. Lord knows what's in those nutrition drinks that James is drinking constantly. Cherry pie, delicious and homemade. Can we get some now? Oh, the vending machine has a something useful for once, a health drink. Nice. Yeah, don't worry guys, we will get to the Historical Society before the video finishes out. We're in an hour 51 minutes. I only ran it to record like an hour and a half, but we gotta get to the Historical Society. First, we gotta get to the park. I don't even know if there's any point in healing, because the minute we do, we're just gonna get attacked again. So I think I might just wait until we are attacked again and then just use one of the syringes, rather than keep wasting health over and over again. Yeah, see, the market's locked. That place is locked, so I'm guessing... Is that the market or not? Grand Market, yeah, so it is locked. Okay, so we literally can't go back. That is where the panel would normally be. It will be right there around the side, but as you can see, it is very clearly locked off, and we are in another completely different dimension by now, so we literally cannot go in there and get what was in there. Something for another playthrough, I guess. Like I said, we're gonna play this game 3 times, so we'll learn as we go along. We'll learn how to cut corners and make things shorter. We learn as we go along. At least we're getting tons of resources though. Does the cop car have something? Yes it does. Give me those bullets. So at least these didn't change. They still have the same items they did before. Plus some extras. Look at that. Got more ammo. Nice. And we're gonna waste it all in the labyrinth section. And the hotel too, so. And the prison. We're gonna be wasting tons of ammo in those sections, so we need it. Thank God there's no more enemies. Can we go in the neighborhood cafe? We gotta go over to Rosewater Park. I think we're gonna have to run for it because there's gonna be a ton of enemies on our way. And like I said, I want to get to at least the Historical Society before the video ends, so we're gonna have to run for it. Here we go. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. Let's go. Oh, that does not look poggers. Oh, look at the mist. And the code. Has Eddie been through here? Is his fat ass sprinting to this area too? Cause the code is supposed to follow him, right? Like, I never really bought the theory that Eddie's Otherworld looks like a freezer or a code. I just think he just happened to be in a freezer that was part of the prison, but it's still a nice touch to have it slightly frozen. Question is, what did he do to deserve being in this place? And the answer is, we will soon find out eventually. Let's save. 14 hours, 38 minutes. Are we gonna have the hanging guys underneath? Oh, so the wrench is now just to open the gate. Okay. So they changed it. Before you needed to unlock the box, but now it just solely opens the gate. Yeah, we're back to just having the garage jack lever, which we cannot use, so we're gonna be stuck with that thing the whole game, unfortunately. Oh, here is the long section. They changed it. They moved it up. Here it is, right there. You can see it hanging. There's multiple ones, I think. Looks like a woman this time. I think she has hair. Let's just get through it, James, and not get our foot stabbed. Or our crotch. Yeah, I think it does have hair this time. Either that or there's a shawl covering its skull. I can't really tell. It's too dark. They move slower now, but I wonder if they do more damage since they move slower. Like, it doesn't seem like they would just slow them down and not enhance them in some other way. I wonder if it does do more damage if you get stabbed. We can't go back into the apartments even if we wanted to. Oh, we're behind the Baldwin Mansion now. Oh, we're gonna see the Otherworld Park. That's nice. Remember what I said about how if they do remake Silent Hill 4, I'm hoping they change the environments the second time around so that we have some variety. Yeah, let's see what the Otherworld part looks like. I'm sure based off this so far, it'll probably look similar to the regular park, but still. Let's see if there's any spookies around here. Any spookies around? By the way, people, spookies is not a real word. It is a word that originated solely in the mind of the guy who financed the movie Spookies from England, Michael Lee. He was the one who invented that word. Oh, this is just a Roger Widmark pamphlet. We read that already. Okay, so it doesn't look like the park has really changed. I think it was just the buildings and stuff. There's no enemies too, which is a relief. There were enemies before, but there's none now, so I don't actually really mind that part. Of course it's locked. I don't mind it at all here because that means we don't have to spend time running around from them. We don't have to deal with them right now for at least a few more moments until we get out onto the Nathan Avenue. It's over here. Yep, it's fine by me. Here we go, at the foot of the praying woman. Oh, did they cut off her head? Or is that a different statue? Oh no, I think that's a different statue. That's not the one we want. No extra items, unfortunately, though. I don't think we're... I'm not seeing any extra items here, so... Yeah, they took, but they also gave... They took some stuff, but they also gave some stuff away, like, They took away the enemies, but they also gave away our extra items that we picked up here, so we are... It kind of balances out that way. Yeah, there's no enemies, but at the same time, you don't get all the free bullets and health that you did before. You know? Oh! Who's that? Oh, it's Angela. This is new. This is very new.
Hey. Are you feeling better?
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
I guess not.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
Who?
My mama? She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Why would you think that? I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see me?
Alive, I mean.
Oh. Yeah. I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
This town. Silent Hill.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, you didn't happen to see the little girl around here, did you?
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela? Are you alright? Angela?
No. Please. You shouldn't be here.
Angela, it's okay.
No, don't touch me!
That was the trigger word for her. She shouldn't have said it. But of course the town looks different from what you remember. Angela is infested with fog and full of monsters now. Of course it looks different now. I don't think she wants to leave though, James. I think it might be a tad too late for her to leave at this point. So we no longer need a wrench to unbolt the box, do we? Let's see. Nope, it's already open. Oh, here's the rest of the memo. My patient buried it here. I knew but did nothing. It may be uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth, I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the old society was sealed. Now no one dares to approach that place. Now, I offer you the key. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. Okay, so they did have all three parts of it. They just placed them in different positions around the town, different places. That's nice. They didn't eliminate them, even though they could have. So where do we have to go? Yep, the Historical Society is right there, so let's go. We're almost there. Almost. I'm sure she suddenly thought that he was a creep stalking the little girl, Laura. You know, he's just really trying to find her annoying ass so she can tell him what the hell's going on, but I'm sure it triggered some unpleasant memories for Angela. It doesn't help that James is so awkward. He should have said, yeah, there's this girl who goes around locking me in places and drawing stuff and just messing around with things in the different places in the hospital and the bowling alley, etc. I should have just made a case for why he's pursuing her and then just, oh, he's looking for a girl. Because it makes him look ultra suspicious. Whereas if he just said, there's a little girl, I think he knows something about my late wife, I want to know what it is and why she's running, that might have given her a different impression. Oh, it's someone he already knows. He's not just pursuing some random girl just to stalk her. It's someone he already knows, so he's looking for answers. But we see now that James isn't really a quick thinker on his feet. I think the quickest person who thinks on their feet is probably Heather, with Harry being a close second, and then I'm guessing probably Henry because he adjusts to everything. He shows no emotions, so he adjusts to everything instantly. And then then James would be last because he's not dull-witted, but he's not as quick on his feet as he could be. We saw that especially in the original game. He's slightly better here, but we're also seeing it from time to time where he gets thrown off by something. He doesn't really know how to recover. Let's see if we can access that door. I wonder if we can... Oh, we can! Nice! Hell yeah, let's do it. Okay, so this part of the town is normal enough that we can actually access it. If you do it while Maria's accompanying you, she asks you if there's anything nice inside here. So here's some bullets, like I promised you. And here's the article I mentioned. Mass layoffs at Brookhaven Hospital threaten the institution's future. The layoffs we reported on last month are continuing. Over 10 people have been let go, which has reduced the hospital staff by more than half. If the situation does not improve, staff shortages will put patients at risk. I find it amazing they only have like 20 people working at the hospital? That's a very small hospital staff. God damn. They don't want to pay them. Brookhaven is a hospital with a long history. It was established in 1810 when a deadly epidemic swept through the South Vale area. Ever since, it has incessantly brought help to the residents of the town. However, more and more have made their voices heard of how the presence of a psychiatric hospital in the middle of the town has a negative impact on the local community. Residents fear that an incident from 2 years ago might repeat itself. So they want the crazies running around loose instead of being at a hospital where they can be helped. That's some Rio Reagan line of thinking right there. Good old Ronald would be proud. You know, just dump all your mentally ill on the streets and let them fend for themselves. Or just medicate them to hell with drugs that don't really help them. Yep, old Ronnie Reagan would have been proud of that. Made it. Number 20. And we can unlock this door now too. There you go. And we can exit over here. Is there anything inside here? Nope. Yeah, so normally you would have Maria with you when you open up that door, but since we missed it earlier, I'm glad we were able to get it now because it means we won't be stuck with that damn carjack for the rest of the game. You know, that would have been silly. Because we missed that one door, we were stuck with that item for the rest of the game and we can't even use it. That would have been silly. Very silly and ridiculous. Look at this leather jacket. Kind of reminds me of the one Carnby's wearing in the bad Alone in the Dark game. The really bad one from 2008. He's wearing a gray jacket that looks almost exactly like that. And you unlock this door too. There we go. Alright, we took care of it. That almost looked like a leg, but it's actually just a tree branch. Almost looks like in the shape of a leg wearing like a pair of high heels, like a woman's leg. I wonder if that was intentional. Alright, so we got everything we needed to get in this part of the town. It looks like it's definitely less affected by the other world than the other parts of town. This one still looks relatively normal compared to where we were at the hospital. I wonder if it's because it has such close proximity to the hospital that the corruption kind of bleeds over into it. Also, the cars have been repaired. I thought we broke them before. I guess they got fixed. I know for sure we broke this police van before. It had something in it, but I don't remember what it was. I guess it got fixed. It is a magical town after all. They can fix the broken stuff. Cars, the houses, etc. So now we just gotta go straight to Nathan Avenue and the Historical Society. Oh! There's nothing but a empty pit over here. It's a good thing James can't accidentally fall like Heather. That was one quick way to make short work of your stay in Silent Hill 3 if you just fell off the edge. Either in the nightmare sequence or in the actual amusement park, you could just easily fall off the ledge under harder difficulties. I think on easy it's automatically turned off, and then on normal and hard you can actually fall down. Yeah, we've been through all this stuff, so I think all that's left now is just to head straight to Nathan Avenue. I apologize if you can barely see, but it is dark over here. The fog is thick. We can barely see ourselves. I can barely see. And I'm sure James isn't seeing much right now. It's just really, really dark. It's mega dark. There's no lights or anything, so unfortunately the recording is going to look kind of dark, because if I pump the brightness up all the way through, it's just going to look gray. So we just have to make do until we reach the historical society. Hopefully it looks slightly brighter on the YouTube page once I upload it, and it isn't just pitch black. So this is different because there's no enemies on the street. I'm noticing there were a lot of enemies before. There were tons of enemies before in the original, but now it's just the same ones we killed before at the beginning, so there's no new enemies so far. So I guess they're cutting you a break to build tension. You know, when are they going to show up? And they will eventually. We're almost there. We are almost there. And of course this is a place where we're gonna have to gather one of the items for the rebirth ending, which I'm sure we can get in the second playthrough. I don't know which ending I'm gonna get yet in the second playthrough. I know which one I'm aiming for here, but I don't know which ending I might get in the second playthrough. I might go for the positive one, if we try harder to survive without getting mangled at every 5 minutes. Or we might go for rebirth, and then try our hand on another different ending for when we play it on quality mode. Try a different ending there. I think there's 7 in all, so I'm not going to film all of them, but I will try to get at least 2 different ones on our subsequent playthroughs. This car has some bullets in it. How much ammo do we have? 96 bullets. Look at that. God damn, we can kill like 20 enemies with that. And shotgun shells? 22. Alright, so we're pretty well armed. Is there anything over here? I know we have visited this place in the daytime, but I want to see if there's anything on nighttime. Doesn't look like it. Baby and Kids Superstore. That one was on one of those signs from the original. We can't go over here. I wonder if is the bridge is blocked off? Like, is it destroyed? It is destroyed. But we still have some items here. They kept that perfect. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's in rough shape. He's been dead for a while. He's starting to deteriorate, like into mold. Or he's just turning to goo. I can leave by not leaving. I can only leave by not leaving. Well, he tried to leave and he paid the price for it. Look at him. He's just melting down to the ground. I heard something, but I don't know what. So we're just gonna get the hell out of here before whatever it is comes back. It's not that guy. That guy's dead. And this one. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but I don't like it, so we're gonna go back over to the Historical Society. Alright, we made it. We made it, and we're out of that dark fogginess right over there. We can actually see stuff now. Here we go. Finally, home sweet home. And look who's waiting for us right over there in his usual spot. Mr. P-Head himself. Look at him right over there. What's in here? Let's see. Let's check out all this stuff first. And then that way next time we can just go down the hole. Oh, we're gonna break the glass here? That's vandalism, James. This place isn't supposed to be abandoned. The Lady of the Light, the unveiling of 2 statues commemorating the local folktale. Alright, so they added some new stuff. Nice. It's not just the paintings that were before. Oh, it's the Little Baroness. The Maiden Voyage of 1916. And it did not go any better than the last voyage of the Demeter. Both equally grim outcomes. Give that photo. The new clock. Did we get the photo from the garage? I'm just noticing I might have actually not gotten that one when we were in the garage, but it's too late now. We'll get it next time, I guess, if we missed it. I don't remember, honestly, if we did or not. But if we did, it's too late to get it now, unfortunately. We'll get it next time. Oh, look at that hat. Stuffed eagle. Oh, we can't go upstairs. That's lame. It's locked. I'm guessing those are the town forefathers right there. Some of the founders of the modern town. And like the old workers. Yeah, James, we see it. How much health do we have? 28? Oh, let's heal up, definitely. We can afford to waste one.
It's him.
It is him. Misty Day, Remains of the Judgment. They actually sell a t-shirt with that, I think, in the Konami shop. I'm probably going to get one eventually. Someday when I have the money. Along with that Silent Hill 1 map grow blanket that they have. Title unknown, offer unknown. Yeah, we know what that is. That's the obsidian goblet that you use in a ritual to... Well, we'll spoil it later. I don't want to spoil it for you. We'll discuss it later. But you use it in a very important ritual. One that James can choose to partake in. If he wants to. It's up to you whether or not you pull off that ending. But you can choose to partake in that ritual. Waterfront landscape. Alan Smith. Date of birth and death unknown. A depiction of the local area. The style indicates it was done sometime around the 1820s when the region was far less populated with sparse infrastructure. That sucks that we can never see that painting and what it actually was. We have to imagine what it was. Silent Hill Historical Society founders. There we go. Those are the founders of the Historical Society. A picture of a deep, deep hole. I think that's something like what it said in the original. A picture of a deep, dark hole. You know this is not natural. The town added this to the building as one of its paintings. You know damn well that painting did not exist before James came to the town. Or if it did, it was for someone else who... Maybe the guy who reported the hole in Neely's bar. Maybe it was for him. He was the one who first used that hole. But either way, it did not exist before recent times. Name scratched over. Eligible. Former director of Brookhaven Hospital. He even looks like the guy from the PS2 original. Brookhaven Hospital. 1880. The hospital was built in response to a great plague that followed the wave of immigration to the area. Originally, it was little more than a shack, but it expanded into a fully fledged medical establishment. Okay, so it is both a mental hospital and a regular hospital. Okay, because in the original, I was under the impression it was only a mental hospital. Nothing else. And so when you got brought there, if you were injured, it was just coincidental because there was no other place to take you. Like maybe they couldn't reach Alchemilla in time. Or maybe you just wandered onto the property and got injured and they put you there like that one guy did in the original puzzle. In the I don't remember if it's Silent Hill 2 or 3. I think it's 3, but the guy who... Yeah, it was the guy who wandered onto the grounds. And Stanley Coleman took offense to that. He got into conflict with him. He had some issues with that guy. I don't really remember why. I think he insulted him. But yeah, I thought it was exclusively a mental hospital. But no, it is actually both. I think it's a medical and a psychiatric hospital. Yep, there's the passageway leading down underground where we're gonna hear the ship horns. The horns of I'm guessing it's the little Baroness ship. We're gonna hear the horns as we descend further down. So we're gonna save that for next time. Oh, is that the story Maria was telling us? God damn, this is a long story. Among the local legends is that of the Lady of the Light. No relation to the Lady of the Lamp from Alan Wake. They're two different women. The story tells of a woman who was accused and found guilty of witchcraft. As punishment, she was taken to a small island out on the lake. A minuscule stretch of rocky soil devoid of any food or shelter. There she was to suffer slow, excruciating death as her body succumbed to cold and hunger. However, unbeknownst to the rest of the townsfolk, there was a young man among them who, having gazed into the woman's eyes, as bright and beautiful as a midsummer's moon, had vowed undying love for her. When she was convicted, wrongly as he believed, he swore that he would not let her suffer such cruel fate. While waiting for an opportunity to abscond with his beloved, every night he would sneak out and row across the lake, bringing her food and something to keep her warm. And every night the woman would stand there on the shore, holding a lit candle to help him find his way. But then one night, when the sky was exceptionally clear, devoid of even a wisp of cloud, the young man set out on his nightly escapade. As always, he would look out into the distance, looking for the light in the darkness that would lead him to his beloved. On that night, however, the moon shone so bright and so vibrant, stronger than any candle could. Seeing the light's reflection in the water, the young man was led astray. He rowed and rowed and rowed, following the reflected light, hoping against hope that he could reach it. He did not care for his aching arms or the shortness of his breath, utterly mesmerized by the illusory light. When his boat tipped over, the man was so exhausted from rowing, so weakened were his arms, that he was not able to swim to shore. Thus he succumbed to a watery grave. Oh, so it wasn't a storm or anything like that. It was the moon. The moon was shining brighter than usual, so he got confused by it. He should have just stopped rowing and waited until it was clear, wait for daylight. And then just go back to the shore and then try next time. He just tired himself out trying to find it. He should have just waited. Would have avoided the whole thing. Although left alone, the woman on the island never lost hope. She kept coming out at night and kept lighting the candle. The legend says that those looking for true love can still see the lady's light out in the lake shining to bring her beloved home. While the story is clearly meant as a metaphor and a cautionary tale, it is to a certain extent rooted in reality, as the area has indeed seen its share of religious persecution, such as that was Jennifer Carroll, the saint from the Order. That was her. So these people think they invented, but I think the story is actually mostly based on her. So it is Jennifer Carroll, the Order's patron saint. So that was how she got sentenced to death. She wasn't drowned or hanged or anything like that, or impaled or skewered. Like, they literally just rowed her out to that island and left her to die, which is kind of messed up. Real tolerant Christians you have there, Silent Hill. They were bastards. But then they had the one sympathetic man who tried to help her. But like I said, he just outplayed himself. He should have just stopped rowing for a while and then pick up, conserve your energy. When it's lighter, you can row out to the island. But he was so desperate to reach her that he just completely underestimated, I guess, how much energy he had. So he just tired himself out, and when the boat took on water, like I said, he tipped over. He wasn't able to swim. So it is a tragic story, but it's also clearly based on Jennifer Carroll's story. So there is a connection to the cult here, even in this game. Just like there is in the original Silent Hill 2. Which shows the people who don't want to have anything with the cult, oh, you should just cut it out because it's not important for the series. It's like, dude, the cult is half the series. You can't cut it out, no matter how much you want to. That's what distinguishes it from Resident Evil. It's what makes it different, And it makes it different from every other paranormal horror game that's out there, because Silent Hill's cult is distinctly unique to this series. It's not like any other cult that exists in, say, like Lovecraft games or Alone in the Dark, which I just played, or tormented souls, etc. It's something exclusively Silent Hill, so it is an important part of the backstory of the town, which is why whenever you try to cut it out completely, like Silent Hill Shattered Memories did, you just end up with a mess because you can't cut it out. It's literally half the series. So we're gonna save here. Why did James turn around where we were saving? That's kind of odd. We're gonna save here. We're at 15 hours and 9 minutes. So we're at the Historical Society. We finally made it over here. So yeah, there's the passageway that leads further down underground. Next time when we come back, probably on Tuesday, or maybe Wednesday, depending on whether I decide to play Astrobot or not, we're gonna go down there and head straight for Toluca Prison, because that's the next stop on our journey, and I've heard it say that's probably the best section in the game. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they pull it off, because several people have already said it's both the most frightening section and the best section in the game. So I'm looking forward to seeing the fine work they did on it. The hospital's okay. A little less scary than I anticipated. I don't know if that's just me. You know, because I'm so hard into horror games at this point that almost nothing phases me. It was tough, but in terms of being scary, I think the wide open areas kind of negated a bit of the scare factor because it's not claustrophobic anymore. Like I said, it felt very much like the labyrinth that Pinhead lives in. So, you know, since you have plenty of space and you have room to maneuver and stuff like that, it kind of takes a bit of the scare factor away. But at the same time, the hospital did look a lot more nightmarish than it did before. Before it was just depressing, you know. Everything's sickly, everything's all covered in plastic or white cloth, you know, white plastic everywhere. Now it actually looked like hell. It literally looked like hell, so I'm sure it's going to frighten the pants off of people who haven't played Silent Hill 2 before. They're going to take one look at that place and go, what the hell is this? And probably not pick up the game for the next 2 days, so they did good work on it, but I can't really say one version is superior to the other. The original was probably slightly scarier, but this one looks a lot more nightmarish. Each one has its plus and minuses, you know, which is pretty much par for the course when it comes to modern remakes nowadays. They're not intended to replace the original game. They're intended to complement it. So what ends up happening is you have something like RE2 Remake, but it's a damn fine game on its own. It's an incredible game, but it doesn't really replace the original RE2. Just like this doesn't replace the original Silent Hill 2. And I'm sure if they remake 3 or 4 or 1, it's not going to replace that original game either. It's meant to complement the game, to modernize it, update it to modern standards for a modern audience, you know. Enhance the graphics, enhance the voice acting, do all the stuff you didn't know how to do before, you know. Stuff that you wanted to do before when you first developed the games, but you couldn't because the system was too limited on the PS1 or the PS2 or the GameCube, whatever, you know, the Xbox 360, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, a modern remake is one to reintroduce the series to the audience. Obviously, well, first off, the primary desire is to make money first and foremost. Let's not ignore that. These companies want to make money, especially Konami, but the main objective is to reintroduce a game to a section of the modern audience that hasn't yet been able to play it. That's objective number one. Reintroduce the game to modern audiences. And number two is pay homage to it or reinvent it in some way, you know. It doesn't have to be one for one. It can be faithful to the themes and the ideas and the places in the game, but it doesn't have to be an exact copy. It's not an exact replica anymore, like it would be if you were doing these remakes in the time of RE1 Remake. Like, that game is probably the best video game remake ever made, RE1. But at the same time, you can't really make remakes like that anymore. People just wouldn't buy them if they knew it was a one-for-one remake and all you changed was the graphics. You'd have to call it a remaster because otherwise people would just not buy it. You'd have to do like the Aspire team do with the Tomb Raider games, just call them remasters at that point. So if you're going to do a remake, you have to change some things. And when you end up changing some things and expanding others, what you end up with ideally is a game that complements the original one, not replace it, you know. They stand side by side. And from what I've seen so far, this game easily stands side by side with the original Silent Hill 2. It may not be quite the masterpiece it is yet. I'm sure it'll age very fine as the years go on. But so far, I'm pretty damn impressed. The only minor quibbles I have would be like some of the environments are a bit longer, or a lot longer than they were before. And again, it's not really a complaint, but it does throw me off since I'm used to the more compact environments of 2. And then some of the voice acting is a tad bit spotty in Maria's part. Mainly Maria. Like, Angela, I can understand she's traumatized, she's almost dead inside, she's very hardened in some ways, so like her voice actor makes sense. Eddie's is pretty good. It's a different vibe from the original Eddie, but it's still pretty good. I definitely like Laura's voice actress better than the original. By far, 100%. It's like the difference between Ashley and RE4 Remake and Ashley in the original RE4. There's no comparison. RE4 Remake Ashley tops the list. You know, she tops the other actress's prior performance easily. So there's no comparison there. It's the same thing with Laura. I vastly prefer this version of Laura. Even though she's still evil in that little kid type of way, she's vastly less annoying. And that's only a good thing for the game overall. Especially when you consider one of the endings. It's definitely a good thing that James does not get too annoyed with her, because it plays into one of the endings, as you'll see later on. But yeah, I prefer Laura over original Laura. James is great. I've completely gotten used to him at this point. I definitely buy him as James Sunderland. You know, it's a different version of James than we've seen before. More reserved, quieter, you know, contemplative, less dull, less weird. You know, even though he still has his moments, like we saw with Eddie and Maria, he still has his moments where he's kind of out there. But I mean, not Maria, Angela. Like we saw with Angela, he still has some moments where he's kind of a dumbass. Just a tiny bit of a dumbass, but he's still likable, right? He's immensely likable here. I really like him here. Definitely took an improvement. Just like Ashley from RE4 Remake, James definitely took a step up in character development in this version of the game. So his voice actor, I had to get used to him for like the first couple videos, but once I did, he is genuinely perfect. I actually agree. He is genuinely perfect for this role, and I hope that voice actor gets a lot more roles after this. The only weak link in the chain is Maria / Mary, because they share the same voice actress, obviously. That's the only weaker link in the chain, but she's still pretty good. Like, she's not excellent like the original was, but she's still pretty good. The only flaw I'd point out is that she does have some moments where she sounds somewhat insincere, but then I don't know if that's intentional on the part of the developers or not, because they haven't given any interviews about that as far as I'm aware of. I'm sure they'll cover it eventually, because they always do. Stuff like this always gets covered in some article eventually or interview, so it could be intentional. But I just find it a bit jarring because she sounds a bit insincere compared to how Maria originally sounded in the original game. Mary, I don't know, because we've only heard one speech from Mary, and it was at the very beginning of the game. So depending on how she reads that letter at the end, that very crucial, critical letter, I will either be severely impressed. I'll be impressed and say, hey, she did a hell of a fine job, or I'll say, she was okay, but I still prefer the old one. So, looking forward to that. Oh, and Mary also gets a couple speeches in the hotel, so we'll check those out too and see what our final opinion of our Maria's voice actress is. Like, I won't fully form an opinion on her until we get to the last act of the game and we see that final cutscene. That's when I'll decide whether she really did live up to the previous voice actress, or whether the other one did it perfectly, and they should have tried to get someone that sounded a lot closer to her. But yeah, that is it for now. Let's end out on Pyramid. It's fine painting right here. Like I said, that painting is actually available as a t-shirt, I believe, on Konami's shop, so I'll probably get it one day eventually, along with that Silent Hill map that is actually like a throw blanket, because it looks pretty cool, and they actually made one for Silent Hill 2 now, so you have two different blankets. You have your choice. You have Silent Hill 1 with the classic map, or Silent Hill 2 with the updated map, so you have some choice there. and it looks very, very cool no matter which one you pick. So I think it's definitely worth the $39.99 plus shipping. It's definitely worth it. So yeah, we're gonna end out on this fine painting here. We know we're gonna see this guy again probably sooner than we expect. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time in a couple days on Silent Hill 2 Remake on the PS5. See you later.